Hey, welcome back for another video lesson here at Al's Drum School. Today we're going to be talking about how to make and use effectively a practice diary. A practice diary is a really useful tool for making sure your practice is steady, well tracked, and to stop you wasting too much time repeating the same topics or just riffing around the kit. This has its place, but structure is key to see improvements gradually over time. What is a practice diary? The clue's in the title here. A practice diary is a written diary or record of what you've been practicing. These come in many forms. I personally like to use an old school paper diary. This is just my personal preference. My reason for this is I like to have it open next to me at the drums when I'm practicing, so I can quickly scribble some ideas down or notes or what I'm working on. But this is totally up to you. You can use your phone, an iPad, a computer, laptop, whatever you have available. It's not really too important the format that you use. Just use whatever works for you best. Another reason I like to use a paper diary is that I don't really like having my phone around me when I'm practicing, as obviously it can be quite a big distraction. I would recommend not having your phone around you, or if you are going to use your phone to do this, maybe keep it on airplane or do not disturb mode. It's important that your practice time is for practice. How should you use your practice diary? Using a practice diary is literally as simple as writing down what you've been practicing. Whether you've worked on something once or for even just a minute, write it down. This is the key element to using the diary. All these little moments will add up to a lot of time in the end, trust me. The format I like to use when recording entries into my diary is subject, tempo, and the time spent. Something I like to work on every day if I can is my singles, doubles, and paradiddles at the pad or snare drum. I do this for a minute at a time. So my entry would look or sound like this. Subject, singles, doubles, paradiddles. Time spent, 1 minute. Tempo, 150 BPM. That's just an example. Obviously things would change for whatever you're working on at the time or what I might be working on at the time, but that's kind of the basic idea. It doesn't need to be complicated, guys. Just make it super simple. The point of this is to be able to refer to it quickly when you're sat at the kit to practice. Open the book, look at what the topic is, work on it immediately. Can you see how powerful this is? This eliminates any of the sort of procrastination when you're in the practice room or trying to figure out what it is you should be practicing. We go to our diary, open it, and bang, we know exactly where we were last time we sat down to practice. That could have been yesterday, last week, or even a month. Sometimes it can get quite busy, and if I'm honest, weeks can go by before I'll actually get proper time to sit and practice. But having it all recorded in here makes it super quick and super easy. It's also really useful for when I'm out on the road because this guy comes with me and I've got my pad. I can find a quiet place at the venue, open the book, bang, I'm straight into practice. Another huge benefit I found to using a practice diary was back when I was paying by the hour for my practice rooms. Having the practice diary available meant I literally saved money. Time is money when you're paying by the hour for your rehearsal space. So those of you who are still using the pay by the hour rehearsal spaces, that's even more of a reason for you to get a diary together and start recording what's going on. Another thing that a practice diary is incredibly useful for is breaking down topics into manageable pieces. Sometimes I myself certainly feel that there's so much information out there, it can be quite overwhelming and off-putting, which results in no practice being done at all or just more procrastination at the drum kit. The diary allows you to set your goals into small, manageable chunks and work through them one at a time. All in all, guys, having a practice diary is just hugely beneficial. At first, it may seem a little bit alien to do it, to be recording what you're practicing, all these ideas or notes, but trust me, in time, you'll get used to it, you'll get into the flow, and ultimately, you'll save time and be a better drummer. Can't argue with that. I hope this video will help you with your practice sessions, and I can't say it enough, guys. Please, please, please start using your practice diaries. Guys, any questions, ideas, or comments you might have, please drop them below. I'd also love to hear the tools you're using to improve your practice. I'm always up for having a conversation and sharing ideas, so please, please hit me up. If you like this video and want to see more, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. You can also head over to www.alsdrumschool.co.uk where you can sign up for our newsletter, you can read my blog, and of course, book a lesson and come to the studio. I hope you all have a wicked day, and we'll see you next time.